Alright everyone, I've tried getting this out now on live stream several times. It did not work. It seems that I'm having some live streaming issues today. Generally it goes through alright, but today it was just not working. So we're going to do this as a recording and post it up as a live stream. Anyone that was trying to watch the live stream, I apologize for it basically being a piece of shit and not wanting to work. Was it YouTube? Was it, something else? Was it the weather? I don't know. All I know is every time I'd try to go live, it would start buffering and dropping connections and really causing some problems at a few points. So we're going to do this as a recording, upload it, and hopefully all goes well that way. So we're going to do today, we're going to cover a little bit of what's been going on over the weekend with Q, and like I've said in the past, please be discerning with all information you get, whether it be from Q, the president, alternative media, mainstream media, or any other source. Go out, get your own research done, and find out your truth. The only way we're going to move forward with an open society is if we can all cooperate, get along, and look for the truth, not judge other people by their opinions, and like I said, become a society that's open-minded. First post we have for this weekend was Saturday evening. It was a security test by Q, and then he moves into his first post, which was quite large. He says, big news this week. Future proves past. What news was unlocked? Do you believe in coincidence? U1, which was the news that was unlocked this weekend, and what public disclosure occurred with U1, and that was one of the indictments was unsealed relating to it, and that one is finally moving. If you watched my last video, you were watching that I said some of this stuff needs to happen, and it appears to now be happening. Alright, continuing down, I'm not going to cover everything on here because I've tried covering a good portion of this in the previous, and now my brain hurts from going over it 3 or 4 times. So, going to just quickly read down through here. We got DEFCON 1 non-nuclear false, command Y necessary, no such agency, which stands for the NSA. Where did POTUS stop? Post, Asia, question mark. It was necessary for God and country. It was necessary, no other vehicle to regain entry. That appears to be referencing basically what was going on with the president this weekend and possibly what happened in Hawaii. So then as we continue down, it says, we're going to skip some of this. He also refers to, again, the quotes from War Games where it says, shall we play a game, and how about a nice game of chess, relating to the beginning and end of those conversations with the AI in the movie. The floor is yours, referring to, I'm pretty sure, something going on with this upper section of from no other vehicle to regain entry down. It says command Y necessary. Who is talking? Think big, think bigger, and think biggest. He tells Haiti to focus. Is that, it either is Haiti to focus or for us to focus maybe on Haiti. Why is this relevant? What comes next? He then says CF boom shock buy. CF has generally been accepted as the Clinton Foundation, so this could very well mean that they have been shut down or dismantled. Continuing on, we have a copy of a tweet that Trump made, I believe, the day before this, and it says, we are fighting for our country, focus on President of the United States tweets above. Says, if D's shut down government, what will happen to the U.S. military? What specifically occurs? And think budget. Basically, if you look into this, you'll find out that if the government shuts down and it's a financially, the military will stop being paid. They will not get their paychecks, and this could cause pretty big problems since some of them are there strictly for a paycheck. That is a job for them Others are there as patriots and for the country and will continue to fight whether they're getting paid or not, knowing that it is the right thing to do. Moving down here, he makes a little bit of a cryptic information with missing 1, missing 2, missing 3, and then find missing in 3. Future proves past, again, once stated. Nothing is coincidence. The map is the key. Planned for 3 years. They've been basically putting this plan into effect for about 3 years now, and the map is, if you look, there's a couple people trying to piece together a map of what was going on. I'm not going to link to anyone in specific because I don't want you to lead to the idea that I think they are the right ones. Continuing down, we've got corruption and evil deep within everywhere. Patience. There is no escape. There are no deals. Treason at highest levels. Foreign agents within our government at the highest levels. The puppet masters have been removed. No vehicle of delivery removed. All vehicle of delivery removed, sorry. Strings cut. 7th floor is no more, obviously referring to the FBI. We see all, we hear all. The hunt continues. Prison, death. Some cryptic information about Gitmo, Red, Iron Eagle. And that was the first post, as you can see, quite large, covered a lot of information, and a lot of it was point blank. They didn't dance around it. They gave us some actual information in this post. So things are starting to come undone. Things are starting to come a little more public, a little less cryptic, and more people will be able to understand what's going on. Continuing to the next post, we are fighting for life. We are fighting for good. We are at war. This is basically stating that we are currently at war. We are fighting for the white hats against the black hats, or the deep state, the cabal, whatever you want to call them. Continuing, not everything will be clean. Scare necessary event, and this may refer to the event that happened in Hawaii where they had the defense system went off telling everybody that there was an inbound missile and it was not a test. It says, do you trust the U.S. military? Do you trust the chain of command? If they're talking about, our military in the past and what, as far as I can tell, is still mostly in effect, no, I do not trust the military or the chain of command. If they fix what's going on in the background there, then maybe I will, but I do not basically I do not trust the military industrial complex, and we've been warned about doing so for many generations by our founding fathers. It says, have faith, we are in control. Patriots Day. Have faith, you were chosen for a reason. You are being provided with highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world. Use it, protect, and comfort those around you. Where we go one, we go all. Basically, this line here telling us to protect and comfort those around us is not everyone is awake. We're going to start seeing a lot of stuff that are going to cause people to be frightened. If you're able to help those around you, especially loved ones, friends, and family, to do so, they're not going to understand everything that's going on. Everybody is waking up at their own speed, and some of these people are going to need a little more help than others. This next post I'm not even going to cover other than at the bottom here, because most of this is too cryptic for me to try and decipher. Says, as the world turns, be happy hunting. I'm assuming some of this has to do towards Democrats and getting this stuff removed, but again, I don't know. What I do know is that if you go to this quote down here, Jeremiah 29:11, and you do a search for that, it is very relevant to the current situation and what they're trying to tell us. If you go and you read the verse, it says, as soon as it loads up here, maybe I picked the wrong page because it doesn't seem to want to be loading. There it is. For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Basically, what that says is that, things are moving positively. They're here to help, not to hinder, and to move us forward into the future with some bright hopes. Let's hope that is true. The next post by Q is simply one thing. It's checkmate. Not sure what that's referring to. Could be referring to the fact that we have some of our opponents in the black hat community in checkmate to where they are unable to make any more moves. The next post says Loop Capital, CEOs and BODs paying to play, referring to the Clinton Foundation. Slush funds, and this is going through and pointing out, like Obama's slush fund and other people's slush funds. It says follow the money, focus on loudest voices in Washington. In other words, those who are trying to cause the biggest stink against Trump are the ones that you need to be watching out for, because those are the ones that are still causing trouble and still are in a position where they can cause trouble. What are the net worth, and reconcile. Next post, too far of a flick there. Remember, this 7 of 10 refers to how many flights are accidents compared to actual, caused events. 7 out of 10 are not an accident. Says targets killed, referring to possibly some of the planes that have gone down over the past week or two that were not commercial airliners but private liners. Power outages, flights rerouted, flights returned. Running, referring to those trying to get away. Public awakening, because more and more people are awakening and paying attention. Message spread wide and far. Goodbye at Jack. The next post is a wiki post to a wiki page. If you want to read that one, go ahead and click on that one and go to there. Next post, it says Monday, next week, bigger, public, we listened. 2080. Less than, next is greater than, so it would be 4060. Some of us are of the mindset that this means we've been getting 20% of the information in a plain manner, 80% cryptic, and that this is going to switch to a 4060 so that we're able to understand what's going on more, so that more of the general public will be able to get in here and understand what's being passed as far as information. Next post is you and your families are safe, promise. Hopefully this is referring to everyone in the movement to try and get this truth out there, to try and awaken humanity and move us forward as a society. Next post, it says be ready, MSM coming, big way. We see all, we hear all, fight, fight, fight. Conspiracy, push coming. MSM lost control. Democrats lost slave grip. Democrats lost censure votes. Liberals are minority. MSM projects as big movement. Fake news, 4 to 6% lost forever. Hello, George. Not sure of the George being referred to in the hello, but the 4 to 6 lost forever is the number of how many people may possibly still be so brainwashed that they're unable to wake up. This, I believe, is up from the number that was given to us last time as the percentage. Hopefully this goes down. I would like to see myself, the public, come through this with very few losses as far as unable to move forward with the truth. Side by side, post versus actual news. Show future, proves past. Bigger next week. That's basically pointing us to this week we're currently in, which starting today we're supposed to get the second special sessions. And remember, Wednesday is the Fake News Awards. Referred to in the next post is the mainstream media Fake News Awards. Are you prepared? Memo or memes and posts. Organized and coordinated. President of the United States may retweet one or more. This is referring to our memes and posts. Ready for launch. Show the world the truth. Open their eyes. Don't let President of the United States suffer from the Soros loser bots that continually flood making the Fake News Awards the first organized tweet storm day. Make America Great Again. If you go watch Jordan Seethers on Destroying the Illusion, he actually received a bit of information talking about the meme posts and Twitter and what is to be expected. Definitely recommend going and checking out today's post from him. It does cover, what is going to be done with the memes and how you can help. So let's get moving on that, and hopefully this is a positive move that we're all looking for. Next post, it says, "We the people 4 times. Where we go one, we go all. No one person is above another. We the people are making the world a better place. We the people are taking back our country and world from the evil losers who would do us harm. All for the buck. No more. Stand up, patriots. Stand up and defend what you know is right. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America." This whole statement right here is to us as a public that we need to stand up. We need to shout the truth that we have from the highest towers and not be corrupted anymore, and to take down those who are evil that have been controlling us. The only way we're going to do that is one society, as one people, not being led falsely by anyone, but constantly looking for the truth and trying to keep our minds open. Next post, again a lot of cryptic one in this one. It says, "Side by side, graphic form. BDT, false flag post versus actual news of bomb attempt in New York City. DEFCON 1 post versus H scare." This refers to the DEFCON 1 post versus the Hawaii ballistic missile threat that was supposedly came through over this weekend that was fake. 2 above represent primary indicators. SEC indicators equal post tweet times. Reminder below, start here will guide. So hopefully we're going to get some guidance and some leading as to what's going on. Make sure you do discern the information coming through so you don't get misled as well. And if you don't go through and do the research and actually look into what's being told to you and verify it, then you're kind of still just one of the sheeple or muppets that are just following the herd. You need to be in the trenches, so to speak, and getting the information as raw as possible. We are, as far as the alternative media, are here to bring the news to you. Your job is to take the news that we give you and to go do your research and come up with the truth behind that news. We make mistakes. We're human. We can only give you our ideas and opinions on what we see and how we interpret it. Next to post, these are the last 2. The first one is trust sessions, TG departure, HEC, not to testify, not needed to testify, think logically, no need to step down if needed to testify, do not chase misinfo, what role might TG be walking into, who can we trust, rats everywhere, evil everywhere, traitors everywhere, no such agency is vital. So the NSA is vital, it says. Raw intel is vital. U.S. military is vital. And safe communications vital. You, the people, are vital. So that says that basically, these things are needed for things to continue. NSA, I don't know. That's one of those agencies I still don't know if I trust at all. So we'll see where that leads. The next 3 posts, board change due to statement, private comms false, board change due to false ident accurately, board change due to misinfo. Basically, those are pointing out that the private communications that the moderators over at 8chan were saying were, with Q are false, that the ident accurately is false, and that there was misinformation. And that the reason that he started this gateway on 8chan is his way to keep the information accurate and not to have it corrupted. So if any of you have been following the past week, there's been a lot of conflict going on the 8chan boards where originally this was going on. and it seems like some of the problems maybe with the actual moderators, but there was definitely a lot of problems going on with the anons threatening the people in the main or the alternative media that are trying to share this information, and yeah, it kind of went sideways. Hopefully this all gets straightened out, and Q points out that there are misinformation going on in it. Target approach to direct flow of info created, message vital, control of message vital, delivery, receipt of message is vital. Major players here to distract, create doubt, and alter the direction. Again, this is talking about the 8chan boards, that the messages and control of the messages are vital, and that the delivery and reception are vital. He wants them clean to the public, not altered, or, other people telling you this is what the information is. He wants us to discern it, research it, and figure it out on our own. SC misinformation everywhere. SC misinformation from past reliable sources. SC access of evil can and will return fire. SC seek immediate, and then a cryptic information. And the last line is SC confirmation why. So that's basically almost all relating to what was going on in 8chan this past week and the information coming out, and that it needs to be kept secured and in a reliable way. Only time will tell how that plays out, but there's been definitely a lot of drama, and it does appear that 8chan, at least the channel where it was getting posted for Q, was in many ways taken over and corrupted as far as what was going on there. The last post is a post that we all really need to pay attention, because the first sentence is beware major false flag attempts this week, which means that the dark state is going to, or the deep state or the cabal or whatever you want to call them, are going to be lashing out in some way this week, trying to cause some disruption. Says know your surroundings, which leads me to believe that you may have to move from where you are. You may have to find shelter somewhere else. May not be what it is, but that's what I would take from that statement. Change of news cycles will be needed. Ability to attack limited. ISIS is on life support. Tactics shift to threats and hostages to obtain rogue ops. Silence 187 dash no risk, no capture, dead on arrival. Silence LV. Silence LV witnesses. Silence LV FBI. Silence will not last forever. Trust. And that was the end of what happened this weekend. I did discuss this a little more when I was trying to live tweet it, but like I said, after trying to get this out 4 times today already, and live stream just completely being a complete pain in my ass and not wanting to work at all, kept cutting out, not encoding properly, skipping, jumping. So this is going to have to be the way it comes out today as a recording, and I didn't get as much information as I originally wanted into it, but here it is. Hopefully all of this helps you guys understand a little more of what's going on, and as always, make sure that you are discerning to any information coming your way. Don't just trust anything that anyone says, including myself or anyone in the mainstream media, alternative media, government, or anything else. Do your own research, be intelligent, and we'll get through this, hopefully, with flying colors. Until next time, I am out.